Today I'm gonna start a new project, a little knob for a computer to control the sound. And what it is just two relatively simple things. A cap to set onto a base here, and the base is made out of this stainless steel, and the cap is made out of some brass. And I think I'll start with the base here and set it in the vise here, the jaw here, and then turn this and make this hole here and the hole through, and then all the bevels and chamfers and all that, and afterwards turn it around and chuck it here, and then make the rest here in the back side or the bottom to sit on the table. It has to be relatively heavy because you have to be able to turn the knob here without this moving, and I think it'll do with this chunk of stainless steel. So let's chuck it up in the lathe and see how it works. Now I've lined it up in the 4-jaw chuck here, and I have a grip here about 6 millimeters. So if I don't take too big path, then I think I can hold it with this small amount of meat in here. Yeah, now I'll face it off here and start turning down the OD. Focus, yeah. Leaves a very nice surface, smooth and very nice. 74 millimeters, the first, and 25 millimeter here. I think I'll put some coolant on, floating. I hate when things get too hot. Yeah, I'll come back when I'm a little closer. Now I think it's the last path on this first surface. Yeah. Now I have to take a little more on this OD here. I misread the drawing in the first place. Two and a half millimeter more. Now I'll chamfer the sharp corners there. Yeah, a very nice surface. And now I have to drill a 7 millimeter hole, 12 millimeter inside here, a 7 millimeter hole, and then bore this 7 millimeter for the first 12 millimeter. I have to bore it out to 20 millimeters. Yeah. So I'll put in a center drill and start up drilling. My boring bar is too big to go in there, and that's why I try to drill a bigger hole, and then with an end mill 20 millimeter in diameter I'll take the rest of it, 12 millimeter in. Yeah, the batteries went down, so I had to just turn it around, and now I'm starting drilling a through hole here, 7 millimeters, and then I'll widen it up in this end here to a size so that I can come in with my boring bar. I have to open it up here to 55 millimeters, I think. Yeah, 25 millimeters, and in a depth of 20 millimeters. But the through hole is only 7, and I can't get my boring bar into a hole of 7 millimeters, so I'll have to open it up with a drill in the first place. So I'll start drilling this. Now I finished it with 20 millimeter deep and 25 width here, and then some small reliefs here for some rubber glued to the base so that it stands solid on the desktop. Yeah. That's it for that part. Now I have to do the upper part of the knob to place as a cap on top of this here, and it's here you see the drawing, and I think I'll chuck it here in the first place and make all the interior parts here, and then turn it around and just make it nice on the outer diameters here. Yeah, I'll chuck it up in the lathe and come back. I've dialed it in so that I use the faces as good as I can, and as little material wasted as possible. So now I'll face this end and make the bevel here, I think, and make outer diameter I can dial into and hold it on when I'm turning it around. No, when I'm turning it around, I'll hold it from the inside. So I'll just make the bevel here and a bit of the outside diameter that I can blend into. Yeah. To turn the compound to the other side. I believe that's how the bevel is now. Close to anyway. So now I started out drilling the interior by drilling a hole in the middle, in the center, and then plunging in with my boring bar. And it squeezes like hell and splashes all over with chips. So I'll bore it in here 16 millimeter, and then I have to leave a stud in the middle and then dig further into the material. But now I made the interior part of it, and it's a hell of a job to come in there, but I managed. Now I'll see if I can chuck it up in my little mini chuck and then turn it around. Now I chucked it up the other way around, but it isn't running very true, even though I had this surface here running within 100th of a millimeter. This chuck here is not running through, I think. I haven't tried it, so I think I'll have to leave it with that and then face off this and get this surface here to run through. Now it's done, and I think it looks very nice. There's a knob on the desktop for turning up and down your volume, and then you can click on it and it will turn the sound on and off. Nothing is installed yet, but I think it'll work as supposed to.